Hello everybody, John Fulford here. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Join our Discord, link in the description. We're making a Spotify playlist for all of us, all the subscribers and myself to share music with one another and hopefully get some streams out of it. So join the Discord, link in the description. It's all free. Send a link to your Spotify page or whatever and send me a song I could add. I don't know the correct terminology, people. All I know is I have a Discord and I want to get you some streams, so forgive me if I don't know the correct nomenclature. Spotify. How to get added on more Spotify playlists using your sync licensing, music licensing prowess, okay? I don't know hardly anything about Spotify playlisting, but I do know this process, which I'm about to share, because it's what led me to getting one of my cues added to the Cozy Christmas Jazz Spotify playlist, which led to a few million streams, okay? So this is how I would go about doing it. This happened by accident, but I retraced the steps it took, okay? Number one, make great music. That's gonna be a thread throughout many of these videos, is that the music has to be great, okay? So that's a prerequisite. So let's assume that your music is great. Two, which I lack this, is making sure your metadata, well, my metadata I think is okay, but your bio and all your Spotify housekeeping stuff is in order. You want a new photo, a new bio, everything they ask for. You want your credits, which I have thankfully done. Your credits for all your songs, your albums, everything has to be in order because it makes it easier for the editorial team to find you. Okay, for instance, you have Nick Cave, the writer, then you have Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, his band, then you have Nick Cave and Warren Ellis, Nick Cave and then the music director of his band also have a duo. Then you have Grinder Man and The Birthday Party, two bands that Nick Cave was in, right? So there's all these different things that you have to make sure is on point, because you might be a part of multiple different projects throughout your career, your solo stuff, your band, your DJ stuff, your production music stuff. So make sure all of that is well sourced in your Spotify bio, okay? That's something you could do today, right now, right? Something that I should do as well. Okay, say you land a sync on a show, we'll call it Swamp Loggers. That's the fictional show. I think it exists, but that's the fictional show I use for examples. So say you get some music on the show Swamp Loggers. Is that music on Spotify? If it is, see if you could get it added to the Swamp Loggers official playlist. Some of these shows don't even have a playlist. Even better, you can make the playlist yourself. You make the Swamp Loggers playlist. Throw your music on there, go on TuneFind, find out the other songs that have been featured on the show, and put it on a playlist that you control. Okay? Or is there an official one that already exists? If there is, you could contact a licensing company. You might even want to contact a music supervisor. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, if you email a music supervisor saying that your music is on a show already and you want to get it added to the playlist, that's an email that they're happy to receive because your music is already on the show, as opposed to if you're emailing a music supervisor you don't know with your music, they might be too busy to field that email, and I know because I get emails too. But if you say, I already have music on the show, how do I get added to the playlist? They could at least forward your email or help out in some form, fashion, or function, okay? So you should be doing all of these. I forgot what I was gonna say, so I had to make a cut in the video, but this is very important. Last but not least, make sure your music is visible on tunefind.com. Tunefind.com. So go on the show that you had music on, go to the episode, see if your song is featured in the index of songs used on the show. If it is not, see how you could go about adding the music to the index, contacting someone at tunefind.com. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know exactly how you do it, but it's worth writing an email or sending a tweet or something. Get your music added to the show's TuneFind index. They're probably gonna ask for some proof that you wrote the music that is your song kind of thing, but they're usually pretty good about that. Your music is probably, if you're getting placements, your music is probably already on TuneFind as a listing. So make sure your TuneFind swamplogers.com profile is up to date. You got your logo, you got your bio and everything like that. So if and when there's an intern or associate producer making an official Spotify playlist for that show, that they see your music was used on episode 3 of season 1 of Swamp Loggers, and that your music is already up on Spotify. All they have to do is click and drag it onto the official playlist. That's how my music is on several playlists for shows that I have gotten on, my music on, that I've landed syncs on. So there's 2 ways to use your sync prowess that I could see to get on Spotify lists. Number 1, write unique music like holiday music. I also have had some classical guitar music in my library placed on Spotify playlists, right? Because it's unique. It's very niche. The good or bad thing is these niche playlists, like Christmas holiday playlists, those get a lot of hits. But classical guitar playlists don't get as many. Very niche. It's not like Fresh Finds or Hip Hop Hooray or whatever the big Spotify playlist is, right? Hot New Hip Hop or something. Those have a lot of subscribers. So you want to get multiple songs on multiple playlists, okay? Then you want to make sure your Spotify information is current, is up to date, and that you're happy with it. Is the photo from 5 years ago or something? Is the photo kind of whack and blurry like mine is on my Spotify account? Make sure your photo's up to date. Okay, then I'm just reviewing here. Last but not least, make sure you're all tightened up on tunefind.com. Okay, you might already have your songs listed. You just have to update your bio, or you might not have any songs listed. That should be a priority. This is a priority in that you don't have to write new music to do it. The music is already written. If it's already on the show, then it's just emails back and forth. It's administrative work, which is very important, okay? That's all I got for today. I hope that was informative. I know it's a little different than my usual videos, but it's very important that I get the word out, because if you get on a really nice playlist like that Cozy Christmas Jazz playlist, it can mean millions and millions of hits, okay? Again, I'm gonna recap this one last time because I forgot to recap it in the recap. So this is a recap of a recap. If the show that you have music on does not have a Spotify playlist, make the playlist yourself. That way you have control over it. It could be music on and inspired by Swamp Loggers. So you can put 2 or 3 of your songs on the playlist. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Anyone can make a playlist on Spotify. Okay? So if it's a popular enough show that might not have its own playlist, then you make the playlist. You control it. Okay? Again, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord, and I'll catch you next time.